Welcome to our presentation. Our project topic is physically based interactive flow visualization based on Scleran and interferometry experimental technique. Introducing the group members Shankaras, Rahul Shaji, Jibin Joni, and myself Ashlingia Sabu. Our project guide is Akash R, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering, GSAT. As in the topic of our project, it is based on Scleran technique, and this Scleran technique was invented by August Toffler in 1864 to study a supersonic motion. This technique are widely used nowadays. They are used in aerospace, combustion engines, material testing. It is used to check whether the glass pane has any variation in its thickness at different point across its surface. This clearance system are used to visualize the flow away from the surface of an object. It is similar to a shadowgraphic technique. In our project, the clearance technique are used to know the flow of air through an aerofoil and for knowing the parameters when the aerofoil is tilted at different angle. The usage of clear image system in fluid dynamics is very efficient because they are very sensitive to change and do not interfere with the flow, and these systems are primarily applied to conduct quantitative visual studies. For our project, we have referred two journals, and the first paper was written by Gary S. Settles in the year of 2018, and the topic was Smartphones Clearance and Shadowgraph Imaging. And the second paper was written by three authors, that is Surya Narayan, Atul, and Sunit Singh, and the topic was Rainbow Clearance based direct visualization of thermal gradient around single vapor bubbling during nucleate boiling phenomena of water. And in that paper, a color filter was used to obtain a colorful images of the airflow. And in the first paper, a simple smartphone was used to capture the airflow. The usage of clear image system in fluid dynamics is very efficient because they are very sensitive to change and do not interfere with the flow, and these systems are primarily applied to conduct quantitative visual studies. As in the topic of our project, it is based on Scleran technique, and this Scleran technique was invented by August Toffler in 1864 to study a supersonic motion. This technique are widely used nowadays. They are used in aerospace, combustion engines, material testing. It is used to check whether the glass pane has any variation in its thickness at different point across its surface. This clearance system are used to visualize the flow away from the surface of an object. It is similar to a shadowgraphic technique. In our project, the clearance technique are used to know the flow of air through an aerofoil and for knowing the parameters when the aerofoil is tilted at different angle. Now we are seeing the experimental layout of our project, and it has some components that are LED light source that is in the point A and a condenser lens that is in the point B. Then a beam splitter that is the point C. It can be neglected. We does not need a beam splitter in this project. And D, a tested area where we keep the aerofoil. And E, the spherical mirror which to reflect the light. And F is the cutoff mount, and G is the DSLR camera. We can place a white screen over the DSLR camera because DSLR camera is used to record the images.
Now, from this block diagram, we can see that it shows symbolically represents the working of our Scleran technique or Scleran system. It starts from the LED light source, then it to condenser lens, then beam splitter, then to a test area where our test area is aerofoil section, cross section, then it is to the spherical mirror, then cutoff mount, and finally DSLR camera. Now we are going to the working section. The system implements an LED light source with a structural pinhole, create a point light source, condenser lens, half mirror, 12-inch diameter spherical mirror, and a series of metals and wooden blocks are used as stands. Despite losing half of the light intensity at the beam splitter, images proved to be illuminated adequately up to shutter speed of 1/1000. Images were captured by using camera by adjusting the positions for optimum result. The light was precisely focused so as to avoid aberrations and misalignment of the optical components, and each of the components are carefully aligned to pass the light without interference and distortion. After positioning all the components, the test objective was done. That is, our aerofoil section was introduced to the test area, and the camera then focused it to the lens on the test subject. Test photos were taken to ensure proper exposure of the mirror before introducing the cutoff filter. The cutoff filters were mounted onto the wooden block to facilitate substitution, and the wooden blocks were placed on precise XY translation stand. The cameras were positioned on a tripod stand in order to maintain a uniform background and a proper distribution of the light. The cutoff filter be positioned exactly at the focus of the reflected light. Once this uniform cutoff was positioned properly, the Scleron images could be visualized and recorded with the camera control software. Moving on to the next slide, we can see that this picture shows the schematic diagram of an aerofoil section, and also some important terms are also mentioned in this picture, like chord length, chord line, maximum thickness, maximum camber line, leading edge, trailing edge, and also angle of attack. Here, this aerofoil section is divided into 3 sections. First section is at the leading edge, second section is at the middle of the aerofoil section, and third section is at the trailing edge. In these 3 sections, we are placing 3 K-type pressure sensors on the surface of aerofoil section, so that we can easily measure the pressure of flow of air to the surface of aerofoil section. From this project, we are focused to investigate the characteristics of flow of air through the surface of aerofoil section when it is tilted in different angle of attack. Different angle of attack means 0 degree, 2 degree, 4 degree, 8 degree, 12 degree, and finally 14 degree. This experimental setup is proposed to our college laboratory, which will become very useful to the future students to acquire knowledge about the fluid flow through different sections. Moving on to the next slide, this shows the type of software used for our project to analyze the flow of air through the surface of aerofoil section. Here we are using ANSYS Fluent software. We all heard about this software. ANSYS Fluent is a powerful and flexible general purpose computational fluid dynamics software package used to model flow, turbulence, heat transfer, and reactions for industrial application. In the current scenario, we have a lot of analyzing softwares for modeling different shapes and to analyze the flow of air through different sections. Here we are using the CFD technique, that is, CFD means computational fluid dynamics. It is a branch of fluid mechanics that uses numerical analysis and data structures to analyze and solve problems that involve fluid flow. Now, let's discuss about the importance of computational fluid dynamics. From this table, it shows the comparison between simulation and experimental modeling, that is regarding cost, time, scale, information, repeatable, and safety. When we set up an experimental model, the cost is very expensive and the time consumption is also very more. There is a lot of limitations for building a huge size of model, and also only limited informations are obtained from experimental setup. If we don't take enough safety precautions, it will lead to great danger. But if we are using the CFD simulation, the cost is very less when compared to experimental modeling, and also the time consumption is very less. We get faster result from analyzing softwares, and also we can develop models of any shape and any size in analyzing softwares. We get a lot of information from these analyzing softwares, and calculations are also made from this.
Numerical analysis of flow behavior. Flow over aerofoil is mathematically described by Xavier-Stokes equation. Computational fluid dynamics or CFD is a numerical technique used to recreate physical issues with utilization of fluid comparisons. This methodology is utilized to research plant without making a physical model and can be important to comprehend properties of new mechanical plants. By utilizing a simulation as opposed to doing lab tries, one may get results faster. A vital thing in utilization of CFD is to comprehend the improvements in programming and know the constraints. In spite of the fact that CFD program is surely understood representing comparisons, serious disentanglements are made as far as metrics and representing geometries. Following methods are employed to carry through the CFD simulation. First one, prepare geometrical model. Second, meshing. Third one, boundaries. And the last one is software setup, that is initialization and solving. Third, setting boundary conditions. Giving properties to distinct geometries is essential for a recreation. For this situation, the cross-sections limits were offered situated to x and y velocity components, and n-limit the property pressure outlet to reproduce the zero gauge pressure. Step 4. Setting up Fluent. The geometries and mesh were imported to Fluent, and the framework and environment properties were situated. Double precision is chosen as framework parameters, guaranteeing sufficient exactness. Fluent has a single exactness as default. However, for these reproductions, a precise arrangement is asked. The residuals for the descending turbulence model variables were situated to 10 to 8 and cycle max checked to 1000. The simulation procedure could likewise be stopped or ceased if the CL or CD appeared to have balanced out appropriately. First one, preparing the model. The NACA aerofoils and batteries were acquired as coordinate invertices, that is, writing document and import into ANSYS programming. Some minor conformities were made to this write geometry and make it substantial as a CFD model. ANSYS is fundamental during the time spent doing the CFD investigation. It creates a workspace where the item is reproduced. An imperative part in which that is making the cross-sectional encompassing the article. This needs to be reached out in all bearings to get the physical properties of the encompassing fluid. For this case, moving air. The mesh and edges should be likewise be gathered, keeping in mind the end goal is to define the essential limit condition adequately. Second one, meshing. Meshing a situation comprising of two squares and one half circle encompasses the NACA aerofoil. The cross section is developed to be fine at areas near the aerofoil and with high vitality. A coarser, more remote, far from aerofoil. For this aerofoil, an organized quadratic lattice was utilized. The lattice must be fine likewise in specific districts a long way from the aerofoil. A fine work infers a high number of counts, which thus makes a simulation long. For the NACA aerofoil, the especially front has an edge network conveyed with an expanding separation between the hubs, varying from the fixed sizes. Aerofoil profile designation. The NACA aerofoils are aerofoil shapes for airship wings which are created by National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics. The state of the NACA aerofoils is depicted regarding arrangement of digits taking after NACA. The numerical code can be gone into mathematical statements of the aerofoil to produce the cross-sectional area of the aerofoil and to compute its properties. The NACA aerofoil arrangement, the 4-digit, 5-digit and the 4x5 digits were created utilizing scientific comparisons that portray the chamber of mean line prior to the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics. They added this arrangement aerofoil configuration was somewhat discretionary outline aside from past involvement with the known shapes and experimentation with adjustments to those shapes. Distinct NACA aerofoil profiles are demonstrated as underneath. The NACA 4-digit wing section defines the profile by first digits providing maximum camber, which is in percentage of total chord length. Second digit provides the distance of maximum camber from leading edge to tens of percentage of chord. Last two digits describe maximum thickness of aerofoil as percentage of chord. For instance, the NACA 2412 aerofoil has the largest camber of 2%. Its position from leading edge to 40% of chord and its maximum thickness is 12% with respect to the chord. The NACA 0015 aerofoil is symmetrical aerofoil, the 00 indicating that it has no camber. The 15 indicates that the aerofoil has a 15% thickness to chord length ratio. The program used here is finite volume method. The finite volume method or FEM is a method for representing and evaluating partial differential equations in the form of algebraic equations. The stages included here are: first one, problem identification, which includes define goals and identify domain. Second one, pre-processing, which includes geometry, mesh, physics, solver settings. Then next step is solve, that is compute the solutions. And last one is post-processing, that is examining the results. Mesh. A mesh is a representation of a large geometrical domain by smaller discrete cells. Meshes are commonly used to compute solutions of partial differential equations and render computer graphics and to analyze geographical and cartographic data. They are used by CFD solver to construct control volumes. The common mesh shapes are triangle, quadrilateral, tetrahedron, hexahedron, pyramid, prism or wedge. The basic terminologies used here are: first one, chord, which is the distance between leading and trailing and measured along the chord line. Chord line. It is a straight line joining the leading and trailing edges of an aerofoil. Leading edge. It is a part of an aerofoil that hits the air particles first. Mean camber line. It is a line joining the leading and trailing edges of an aerofoil, equidistant from the upper and lower surfaces. Maximum camber. It is the maximum distance from the mean camber line of the chord. Maximum thickness. It is the maximum distance of the lower surface from the upper surface. Trailing edge. It is a part of an aerofoil that hits the air particles last. Lift. It is a force that acts at a right angle to direction of motion through the air. Lift is created by difference in air pressure. Drag. Drag is the force that acts opposite to the direction of motion. Drag is caused by friction and difference in air pressure. And the parameters used here are ambient pressure, atmospheric pressure, Mach number, velocity input.
Next is project description. Here we are using a stimulation based on the computational fluid dynamics, where a software used is ANSYS Fluent. Basically here the aerofoil of series NACA 0012 is subjected to atmospheric air. The input velocity of air is 7.3 meter per second. The density of the air is 1.225 kilogram per meter cube, and here we are using a model which is based on turbulency, and it has a standard known as KE standard model. Now geometry and mesh also used here, which is 2D plane model which is used for the analysis. Now the aerofoil NACA series 0012 is considered as 1 meter of chord length, and the elements are divided into 15,000 with minimum orthogonal quality 0.49. We can see on the screen the figure is given, the geometry of aerofoil section. Next, the pressure and velocity contours at 0 degree of angle of contact. We can see that various variations in the pressure and velocity at the 0 degree of angle of contact. So on. Next is pressure and velocity contours at 2 degree. Next is 4 degree of angle of contact. So on up to 14 degree of angle of contact we have shown the figure. Next is tabulated data from pressure contour. After all the calculations, we have tabulated in the data form of angle of attack, that is in degree, minimum pressure at Pascal, maximum pressure at Pascal, and their difference, that is in Pascal. So here we can see that from 0 to 14 degree of angle of contact, there are pressure variations from minus 12.74 to minus 101.6 Pascal, and the difference is also given in the table. Next, the tabulated data of velocity contour, angle of degree, that is angle of attack at a degree, and the maximum velocity at meter per second. So it is given from 0 to 14 degree of angle of attack. Corresponding values of velocity is 8.502 to 13.32 meter per second. After the tabulated data, we have converted into graph in which at x-axis the angle of attack in degree is given from 0 to 14 degree, and at y-axis the pressure difference is given according to the angle of attack. So we can see that the maximum pressure is on 12 degree. Next is the graph from the velocity control. So here we can see that at 0 degree of angle of attack at x-axis, and in the y-axis there is velocity in meter per second. So at 0 degree of angle of attack, the maximum velocity starts from 8.502 meter per second and at last to 13.32 meter per second at 14 degree of angle of contact. Now at last there is result and discussion. So here we see that at different angle of contacts the variations of velocity and the pressure velocities are concluded. So here we are using to compare these values to the experimental values. Though it is beyond the experiment for the present situation, so we have used the computational or stimulational process or way to conclude our experiment or project. Here a stall point or stall angle is occurred when the angle of attack of the aerofoil exceeds the value which creates the maximum lift. So stall can be defined as the maximum value or angle at which the aerofoil can get its maximum lift. So here we can conclude that the maximum, from the graph we can conclude that we get the maximum pressure difference 155.75 Pascal and 13.86 meter per second in 12 degree. So 12 degree is a stall point or critical angle of attack in which we can experience maximum lift. So here we are using a clearance system through which a flow of air is visualized in different angle of attack are obtained, which is compared with the stimulation process. And here it is. Next is expenses. So in our project, for the